Thank you, Madam President. I know MRI scanning is not the only aspect of electromagnetic radiation, but it is a very, very important issue indeed, given its prominence now in the medical profession. At one of the last meetings, I asked if the two experts who had advised this committee several years ago and caused the revision in the limits, would they now be happy with the proposal as on the table? And I was assured they would be. So when I got home, I consulted an expert in England, Dr. Keevil of King's College London, who was a consultant at St Thomas, and he said if the proposal went through as at that time suggested, then yes, okay. But since then, there have been, of course, these new amendments, and there are now problems. I will just identify 4 of them. There are others. Amendment 5 sets the limit of derogation to medical use of MRI, but all other uses of MRI, such as research, maintenance and cleaning, have to be included in the derogation so that MRI scanners can be properly used and further develop medical techniques to the benefit of everybody in Europe. Amendment 23, which seems to be the same as 76 and 179, comments on the proposed time limit on the derogation of 5 years, but there was likely be no new evidence in those 5 years after the implementation. In any case, if there is any new evidence, the Commission always have the prerogative to revise the directive. Amendment 28 talks about military uses, seeks to remove the MRI derogation while keeping the NATO derogation in place. But there are already international standards in place for MRI to ensure the protection of workers from electromagnetic fields. So that seems to be irrelevant. Amendment 73 talks about the proposition to keep a minimum distance to the source of electromagnetic fields, but that would make MRI impossible, given that MRI scanning is the source of the electromagnetic fields. Limiting exposure time is irrelevant, as effects over the frequency range are instantaneous, and exposure limits do not allow time averaging. Those are just a few of the points from Dr. Keevil, Madam Chairman, who is an expert in this field. Thank you very much.